Hello, my name is Carter Canfield. I prefer to go by Kara. And this here is my website and my portfolio. It means a lot to me that you are checking me out as a potential employee for your company, or that you are just simply trying to see what games I made and seeing what has been released. Well, I can assure you, I have launched 2 games as of the time of this recording, and worked on several projects that, either due to the team breaking apart or for different reasons, have broken down. But that has not stopped me. I am still full of passion. I'm still full of hope. And if there's one thing I want more than anything, is to work in the game industry. I am a C# specialist, mainly in Unity. I also do know some Unreal Engine, but I mostly know Unity. I know a little bit of Godot. I know how to work with blueprints. I know how to work with C#. I know how to work with VR, including VR hardware, as I have experience from one of the projects you will see coming up. So, speaking of, let us get to these projects. This first project here, of one of the 2 games I have shipped as of the time of recording this, is Campus Cook-Off. I have worked on this with a moderate-sized team, but still pretty small, of about, if I recall, 50 people in the span of a few months, ranging from late August to early December. This was for a class, Game 410. However, we have launched this to itch.io. It is playable, and I was on the programming team. Now, what did I do exactly? I was an audio programmer and a character programmer. I helped create many of the prefabs that you see, mainly the ingredients that you pick up and take to the stations. And I helped make the stations make their audio noises. I took the noises and sounds that were made in the engine, that were made outside the engine, put them in the engine, and make them work when the players play the mini games, do the interactive, what are called meter games, or whenever they do anything that needs to be required of it. I also made it a system that was very easy, so that during times where I was busy, the sound team was actually able to do the implementation with little to no coding experience from many on their side, because I made a simple audio manager system. All audio was managed by one manager, and this audio manager played everything except the music. The music instead was played by a jukebox script. How this script works, and I wasn't able to get it in the thing, but you can interact with the jukebox on the level and change the music. In the beginning, it will grab a collection of the music that we have saved, and it will shuffle them and play one at random. Then you just toggle through and go through the rest of the music. I was very proud of that jukebox I worked on. I was very proud of getting the meter games to work with sound, and I was very proud of the ingredients working. I would say the ingredients was a collaborative effort. Someone else helped me with the ingredients, but the jukebox and many of the meter games were entirely done solo by me. Especially this chopping one right here. That was the first one I'd done, and I was able to get that, in my opinion, to work very cleanly. This last title has not been launched publicly because it is instead a research game. This is what is known as VR Gate. It is a kinesiology project that has been used to study people's fears, specifically their fear of height, and especially within people that are more mobilely challenged, like older people. As you can see, we physically have a plank that we set up in person, and using a controller, we put 4 points on the plank that allow the plank to be spawned in. Using trackers on their feet, we line it up with the shoes and click on the shoes, and then the shoes are attached to those trackers to sort of create immersion. This was done entirely by a team of 3, me and 2 other guys who helped me greatly. One of them had to leave after the first year, and I have worked on this project for 2 years. My main job within this project was software engineer. It was my job mainly to fix bugs. I also had some hardware experience from this job, as I was required to help fix the hardware and check into hardware issues, and also add new features. One of the features I added that is not shown in this current video is a hand obstacle that works like a hurdle from the Olympics, except it's attached to the hands that you can see on the ground right there. Those hand obstacles allow you to simply place a hand and a box will spawn, and you can control the Y and Z values of the hand. But yes, we also added the ability to split the plank in half. We created the environment. We did many of the baseline code. And most of this project has come together through our hard work. As you can see, Micah, my coworker, is free to look around. We had a wired headset at the time, but this also works with a wireless headset as being used for the research project. That red orb that you see in the difference is a focal point we created for people to stare at. We also have added lumbar support that we did not have on at the time of recording this, as we did not have it physically with us. We left it in a different building. Yes, these have been all my projects. I want to thank you very much for your time and consideration. And if you're a future employer, I hope to work with you. And if you are someone that is just browsing, I hope you enjoy, and see you later.